There was always a lot of love in my family and a lot of support. And so anything that I ever wanted to do or ever wanted to accomplish, I always had my family's back. And I knew that I wanted to be in a profession to help people. So initially I thought, oh, maybe it was, healthcare or being a doctor. And that was not it. I realized early on in college, no, that wasn't my calling. And so I graduated with a bachelor's in psychology, and I realized that is what I wanted to do. So I know that going into the field of psychology is so broad. So I landed on counseling. Another reason why I wanted to be a counselor is because growing up in a household with my father, who's a Vietnam vet, had PTSD. And so I wanted to know more about PTSD or learn how to help individuals who had that diagnosis and to better understand my father. So I've been a counselor for 10 years and I was in the school setting. So LPC for 3 years, but a school counselor for 6 years. Being in the school was a great experience. You learn so much because there's so many students. So I was the counselor for 3rd through 5th, and I had over 400 students. Our thoughts are really important. If an individual thinks a certain way, that's going to affect how they behave. So for example, if someone has a negative view of themselves, they're going to see the world that way. And so as a counselor, one of the things that I try to help my clients with is seeing things differently, or changing their mindset, or changing their thoughts so that they're more positive. That way that they can change when they see themselves a certain way or more a positive light, they'll start to see the world differently. And that hopefully by doing that, their behavior changes as well. They start to make changes and do things differently. I enjoy seeing that, what I call the aha moment, when they realize, wait a minute, I can actually change. I can actually be different. My circumstances aren't going to stay the same. And so one of the things that I tell my clients is that give yourself time, give yourself grace, because especially if you are going through something that you've been going through for years, that it will take time. But as long as you put in the work and you show up and you're willing to do what it takes to change, it's going to happen in due time. And so I tell my clients, we're in a partnership, that we're coming together to work on what you have going on and working together to find ways to fix it.